All right, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Good Days Only podcast with me, your boy OP. And let me take this headset off real quick. Sorry, rustling around. Should have done that before we push record, huh? It's all good. We out here, and we back at it again with another episode. Good coffee, good vibes, good music coming your way. And episode 43, thank you for tuning in. If it's your first time joining us here, welcome. Spreading some love and positivity and getting highly caffeinated. A couple cups in right now. Excited to talk about this little number right here. Let me get a little sip before we get into the caffeine breakdown. So number 43, the caffeine breakdown. Let's get into it. And here we are, the caffeine breakdown. Let's get started off here with number 1, the coffee name and the roaster. A little message from the coffee masters, the coffee roasters here. And we're going to talk about a cool little modern spot in North Seattle. Talking about Santo Coffee Roasters in the building, dude. Santo throws down. Santo is saint in Spanish. But very recently sprouted, 2018, looks like, up there at 1325 Northeast 65th Street in Seattle, Washington, up in the Roosevelt neighborhood. And let me tell you a little bit about their story here. This is from their website, santocoffee.co. And the vision, like a line between two dots. Name that lyric. I got division like a line between two dots. Tell me the artist that said that, and you get a free bag of coffee. We'll do that, huh? Yeah. Somebody reach out, send me a DM, tell me who did that, and then you're going to get a free bag of coffee, because that's awesome if you know who I'm talking about. Anyways, Santo, the vision. We're a startup shop formed by a family of driven people with a passion for the craft, palates for quality, and love for community. You already got me hooked, Santo. Love that. We have worked to create an experience for our guests where every detail is thoughtfully and intentionally considered. Our attention is focused on more than just brewing a beautiful cup of coffee with the perfect medley of aroma, flavor, and consistency. We understand and respect the farmer's hard work of bringing the coffee seed to the roaster, who then carefully and diligently brought some of the freshest green coffee you can find to its wonderfully roasted state. This is why you'll find that we serve a simple menu. We want to serve coffee in some of its purest forms, while selecting the right vessels for specific brews, and engaging with our guests as instant family and friends. We seek to be partners and pioneers in the evolving Seattle specialty coffee scene, while making the best impact we can on the people that we meet along the way. Dude, shout out Santo Coffee Roasters. And I get all of this, everything that they're saying in that. Like, when I went and checked the spot out, had some coffee there, sat down with a good friend, and just chatted about life, caught up, and really enjoyed the atmosphere in the coffee shop there. And what they say right here, dude, every detail is thoughtfully and intentionally considered. And they mean it. Dude, you walk in, let me just tell you what I notice immediately. All right, this is my experience when I walk in. So you walk in, high ceilings, boom, love it. I mean, high ceilings, you walk in, and whether it's 250 square feet, 500 or 1,000 square feet, it feels bigger than it really is, because you got that extra height. So you walk in, high ceilings, dope suede, like vintage, like emerald green color, like 5-6 person L-shaped couch. So this big old nice big statement piece, right? So you walk in, high ceilings, big suede couch, big open floor plan, and since we got the high ceilings, we got a lot of natural light because of the tall windows. So like open floor plan, coffee bar, counter, where you order. Almost looked like it was just like a huge, like waist height, 20-foot slab of polished lava rock or like obsidian. Yeah, obsidian. So imagine this, right? It's like this big slab of like obsidian in a nice big like rectangular shape, right? About waist height. And it just seemed like this has been there forever, right? Like it was masoned into this huge counter table with like a, I don't know, like some masons back in the day. Been watching a lot of Game of Thrones, so that's what that reminded me of. Couple big shiny, probably stainless steel coffee makers on top, which, to me, kind of subconsciously, I feel like the big slab of rock that's just in the middle of the room is just like, I belong here, like, who moved this rock? This rock must have been there already, because there's no way somebody like moved this thing and put it here and then built a coffee shop. Like this rock was here for millennia or something. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that's Santo staking their claim in the specialty coffee game. They're like, hey, we're here, like this big ass table, and we're here to stay. We're here. We ain't going nowhere. But I don't know. So yeah, that's the first things that I noticed, right? And then there's like a bunch of tables with some chairs. They have like a retracting window that like the whole wall kind of moves, so it's an indoor outdoor space as well. But I don't know. The staff was hella cool. Everybody was nice, So everything that they're saying, like in their story, in their vision, they nailed that on the head. All right, so. Yeah, we cut out there for a second. System overload, but that's all right. We back. So where was I? Staff was hella cool. Everybody was nice. Like I imagine, we could probably be homies outside the coffee shop or in the coffee shop. All in all, the vibe from the shop, super cool. Definitely a memorable experience and makes you want to come back. I did try. Oh, here, let's go a little bit into continue this story. So the coffee. At this time, we have one type of coffee comprised of several Colombian varietals. This is the Santo blend, is what they tell us. This well-balanced, versatile coffee yields bright flavors of red fruits, sugarcane, blueberry, and caramel. The coffee in this blend was carefully sourced to ensure a well-rounded, beautiful cup while utilizing a direct trade model. The families and farms from which these coffees originate are always paid well above market price, allowing us to do our part in enriching and improving the lives of those who work the fields. Yes, I love that, and I especially love that because your boy, growing up out in the fields, dude, Eastern Washington, you know that if you ever worked out manual labor, you don't got AC in the hot summertime, you don't got heaters, and, when it's getting cold and it's freezing, so you're battling the elements. It might be raining, you're out there with a freaking jacket, it sucks, and you're out there all day, just busting, working hard, so... shout out to Santo for giving back to those and paying well above market price. All right. We love to see it. And so yes, the Santo blend. So I tried this Santo blend, right? When I was there, I just tried a nice cup there that was brewed up, and it was nice. It was a smooth sip. Nothing that was crazy exciting about it or anything, but the bag that I did bring home. Now this is what we're going to chat about, because this bag didn't, unbeknownst to me at the time, right? This is a special little bag. I didn't know until after I brought it home and looked it up. Well, also when they rang it up, because I was like, oh, okay. So that's how, what's it? You sure? You didn't just scan it twice? We got ourselves a nice little bag, 12-ounce bag of a Ethiopian whoosh whoosh coffee bean. Yeah, I said whoosh whoosh. That's an awesome name, right? And this awesome name is that's exactly why I got it. The bag ain't too appealing. It's a white bag. It's nice. There's no frills, nothing crazy about it. There's the Santo logo, but the name is what drew me in, and is named after the region in Ethiopia where it was originally found, the Wush Wush region. So let's talk about that, the coffee a little bit here. This Wush Wush, likely a light or light medium roast. From the taste and the flavor profile, everything that I found online says that this is, this lighter roast, light medium roast is generally where you get the best flavor profile for these beans right here. And from coffeeaffection.com, let me read this little blurb. Most Wush Wush is produced in small batches. Since it's a very rare variety to begin with, roasters typically don't have it on hand. Even if you're lucky enough to find some in stock, be prepared to pay a pretty penny. Thanks, coffeeaffection.com. Should have probably Googled it before. That's fine. The price will vary between roasters, but $30 for 12 ounces seems to be the going rate. And they were not wrong, because I think it was like exactly $30 for this bag, or $32 for this bag. Something that I found out, as by personal experience. So, FYI, if you're interested in looking this coffee up, just know that you're going to be paying a little bit. But is it worth it? I say yes. If you're trying to explore a new coffee and you want to test, the palate range, dude. This is something that you should definitely try and find or go for. In another description of the coffee from Revel Roasters out of Montana, the Wush Wush, their Wush Wush, was named one of the top 10 coffees of 2020 by Coffee Review with a score of 96 points. Coffee Review dropped this in 2020. Richly aromatic, levitatingly high-toned. What kind of description is that, huh? Levitatingly high-toned. Damn, that just makes you think like, oh, okay, I guess, because these are fancy words. Lychee, passion fruit, dark chocolate, candied violet, sage in aroma, and cup. Layered, sweet, tart, savory structure with juicy, vibrant acidity. Full syrupy mouthfeel. The resonant finish centers around lychee, dark chocolate, and sage. They just dropped a bunch of words in there, dude. I feel like this description is like all over the place. They just covered every single layer. But that's how complex this cup is. Like, I'm not gonna pretend to know all the ins and outs of this flavor profile, but I could tell you, to me, what it is like. The fruity, dude, for sure. Like it just immediately off the bean, like you open the bag and it's just the full beans, and you get this like burst, like this waft of this like fruity, kind of almost like syrupy, and like when you open a bag of Fruity Pebbles. Remember that? Like when you were a kid, when we were kids, you just like, or now if you eat cereal. I mean, I just haven't had Fruity Pebbles in a while, but when you open up that bag and you just get that woo, and you're like, oh yeah, this is that sweet sugar. These are that Fruity Pebbles. That's what it reminded me of. Like being a kid and opening up your favorite bag of sugary cereal, or just like sweet, that sweet smell. But where we at? Oh yeah, okay. So the Wush Wush, the Coffee Review goes on to say, Wush Wush encompasses the entirety of the palate with amazing intensity and balanced syrupy body and fruit juice acidity. Fruit juice acidity. I like that description because it is kind of fruit and juicy when you're drinking this. Of all the various floral and fruit notes one can pick out, the one that seems to come to the forefront the most as the cup cools is watermelon taffy. Interesting. Watermelon taffy. I don't know about that, but the finish is lasting and sweet like a dehydrated fruit leather snack. I agree with that. like those healthy, fruit roll-ups, the ones that are just like the leather, yeah, fruit leather snacks. That I would compare. Let me get a little sip right here while we're talking about it. See what we get. On the nose, dude, I think like kind of smells like what's that? Like lavender a little bit, maybe even like a hint of lavender. Let me see. Yeah, dude. And that fruit juice acidity gives the whole palate. They ain't wrong about that. Dude, this is just so intricate, and every time that you take a little sip, you can taste a little something a little different, maybe, and I did try a different cup. I tried just a classic Lavazza dark roast, like espresso roast, before having this cup, just to compare them just now, like recently, like a couple, like 30 minutes ago. And yeah, dude, like this is just a whole different world. It's a different ball game. It ain't even the same freaking sport, just about, But with this one, what'd we do for the brew style and the grind time? We gotta hit them with the nice medium fine grind right here. Hit it with the pour over, the aromas again, boom, pop up. Ay, 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 dude. The beans smell nice, right? But when you grind them up, we know it opens up that aroma. But immediately, again, dude, hit with that sweet fruity. When you open up the grinder, super fruity. Like, I swear, yeah, it's just like you open up that bag of Fruity Pebbles, dude. So hit it with the pour over, and then the aromas, with the bloom, and it just like, oh man, it just fills the room. And it's not like the classic coffee that you think of, like just that dark coffee smell in the room. Is more of a bright, like you're like, oh, am I walking into a tea house? Is this the Fruity Pebbles manufacturing floor? Or is this a coffee shop? I don't know, right? Because it's a mixture of all these things. But delicious. Dare I say 10 out of 10, dude? I don't know, man. Let me read the back of the bag. I didn't even read this, sorry. Seattle-based Santo Coffee Co. was formed when Seattle Sounders soccer legend, for those of you that follow the Sounders, Fredy Montero, teamed up with colleagues that share his passion for all things coffee. Our coffee is expertly crafted by dedicated people who value quality and love for community. There you go. Look at that. Seattle Sounders approve this message. But yes, bag here, again, nothing to appearance and packaging, nothing too crazy, just a white bag. They got an Instagram, check them out on Instagram at Santo Coffee, but santocoffee.co. Dude, this whoosh, definitely got to try and find some. I Googled it because I was like, where can I get some whoosh? And when you type in whoosh, if you guys remember, back in episode 25, we tried a Nicaragua coffee, or Nicaraguan bean from what was it called? Red Rooster or the Rooster? Red Rooster Coffee Roasters out of Virginia. And they gave us them Nicaraguan beans, and that was delicious. They also have a whoosh over there at Red Rooster in Virginia. If you're around the area, check them out. But delicious. Would I purchase again? Yes. I'll have to check with my accountant before I do, though. And yeah, dude, check them out. Check out Santo. And if you can get your hands on some whoosh, get that whoosh. But they got they got like some snacks in there too. I ate like this blueberry. I like fruity like muffins and pastries and stuff. Tried this blueberry bread that they had in there. That was good with a little cup of coffee. And then, actually, before I forget, dude, I did try. They had a latte. It was called panela latte, and it was unrefined Colombian sugarcane, orange bitters, and this espresso, dude. And the mixture of those, the orange bitters, ooh, dude, with that coffee really opened it up. That sugarcane, Colombian sugarcane, it just like the mixture of those things all together was very delicious. So, dude, check them out. It's a cool spot. If you're around the Roosevelt neighborhood, especially, swing by there. It might be your new go-to. Sit on that vintage suede couch. But 10 out of 10. I'll definitely be searching for these whoosh whoosh again. Let's get into the next section. Let's get into the good vibes. Good vibes coming at ya now. That's such a cool little guitar thing. Dude, okay, so good vibes. We out here. And it's October. Spooky season, dude. Spooky season, themed parties, candy, and spooky juice. Yes, spooky juice. I'm gonna put y'all on our favorite drink around this time. We actually kind of got sick of this drink last year because we made it so often. But, don't have any specific measurements for you. We don't really do measurements in this beat, but we go off the vibes, Of course, this is the good vibes section. So let me give you the ingredients, and then you can kind of mix and match and see exactly what the measurements you like, for this spooky juice. But this spooky juice, we tried it first at a place called the Stone Hut Bar, maybe? The Stone Hut. Stone Hut? What is it? Stone Hut Bar? No, that's in Walla Walla. Stone Pub. I'll think of the name. It's on Rainier out here in Seattle. And it's right there. You got a view of Lake Washington. Yeah, Lake Washington, like the southern end of Lake Washington. But we tried this there around Halloween, liked it so much that we were like, dude, we gotta make this recipe again. The Stonehouse Cafe, that's what it is. A cool little vibe in there. They got a little haunted house you could even walk through. Got a bunch of food, some good food. They got some good drinks, and it's cool. It's a cool little spot. But spooky juice. All right, so let's get into this. So get yourself a little vodka, 2 shots of vodka, a little vodka, whatever your favorite vodka is, right? And then let's get ourselves a little apple cider. Now, not just any apple cider. Got to get you some Honey Crisp apple cider. All right, haters gonna hate. You might be like, is apple cider is the same thing? But no, dude. There's a difference. That Honey Crisp, it just hits a little different. But Honey Crisp apple cider, you got a little vodka. You got some limes for a little freshness. Add some zest, to cut the alcohol, cut the vodka a little bit. Some salted caramel sauce or syrup. And then also, what else? So we got the limes, we got the vodka, apple cider, the salted caramel sauce, and then some ginger ale, some Reed's Extra ginger brew, all natural, Jamaican style ginger beer. Dude, tell me if you've tried that stuff. If you haven't tried that stuff and you like ginger ale or ginger beer, you need to try that because it's the best. You get yourself a little four count. It's got the red tops with the little palm trees on the box. I think you can find them at like QFC, maybe Safeway, probably Safeway. I think we've gotten them at QFC though. Mix these things together over some ice, dude, and you got yourself a little spooky juice. AKA, it's a variation. It's a variation of a Moscow Mule. And also, if you're not into alcohol like that, you can also do this minus the vodka, and it's just a good little drink. It's just delicious. It's awesome. Um, you could also do, if you don't want to, if you don't have the ginger ale, you could do it. I think we've done it with LaCroix, like a little lime LaCroix, just to get those bubbles in there. And it's so delicious, dude. Probably like the measurement wise, yeah, I don't know. Just kind of eyeball it. You know what you like. You like the juice. You like a little more carbonation. Put a little more carbonation in there. You like the vodka. Put a little more vodka. Or if you don't like vodka, don't put the vodka. You know, it's up to you. But those are the ingredients that you need, and I have faith in you. I think you can figure it out. It's delicious though, and it'll be a party favorite. Also, the on the Honeycrisp apple cider bit. We've tried it without the Honeycrisp apple cider, just a normal apple cider. And I think the main difference is it's a little more tart. Like the Honeycrisp one is a little bit more tart. And that helps, I think, cut the alcohol, the vodka in there as well. So enjoy. Next section, dude. And this is funny because here we are. You know what? Vamos Marineros, let's go. Although, heartbreak happened in Seattle yesterday. Mariners are out, but it was a sold out crowd. 47,000 people plus is what the commentators were saying. That's a lot. That's almost 50,000 people. That's insane. Very young squad in the Seattle Mariners. They had a lot of young stars, young players. George Kirby, shout out to you. He is the man, dude. Out on the mound, he was playing like he'd been in the league for 20 years. Young fella, 24 years old, dude. Rookie, born in 1998. Dude, that's nuts. Even crazier, Julio Yarnel Rodriguez, dude, another rookie. 21 years of age, born in the year 2000. Dude, 6'3", 228 pounds. How, dude? How? That's insane. That's a full-grown man that's a young kid in a man's body. That's insane. Makes me think, we all talk about like, you hear people say like, oh, 1970. Oh, that was 30 years ago. Seems like it, right? Maybe just seems that way to 90s babies. I mean, I was born in 95. So by the time that I'm like 5 years old, I'm like, okay, I know how to count to 30 or whatever, probably, right? I don't know if that lines up well, but so you're like, oh yeah, 1970 to the year 2000, 30 years. So then that just gets stuck in your head, as a 90s baby. I've been like, when I do 1970, I got to do some quick math for like dates and stuff pretty often. And so I'm like, okay, 1970, that's 30 years. So I have to anyways, whatever. The point that I'm trying to get at is like, God, I'm getting old. But it's weird. It's weird seeing like the little stickers when you get to the register at the store and they say, must be born on or before this day in 2001, right? Or whatever. Yeah, it's 2001 now, which is insane because my entire life, I swear, I was like, it was, from when I was 5 till I was like 20. I swear it was like, must be born in 1986, 90. And it's just like, God damn, that's nuts. 2021, because we're 2001 was 21 years ago. We're 2022. I remember being in like 6th grade and thinking we had this thing. It was May Day. It was every year, small school, right? So we had this thing called May Day, and I'm sure other people celebrate in some sort of fashion. But there was like all of the classes. It was a K through 12 school that I went to growing up. So every elementary grade had to put on this like performance, like this dance performance for the May Day court. Like there was a queen and a king and like the princes and whatever, kind of like homecoming, but May Day, and just this long-standing tradition at our school. And I remember being in like 6th grade or 7th grade or something, and like the kindergartners would come up and it'd be like the class of 2021 or whatever, 2020. And it was like, dude, that's insane. That's so far off in the future. It's like, I'm probably going to be dead by that time. But now it's, 2022, and these kids that were kindergartners when I was in 6th or 7th grade or whatever are now like adults and like probably binge drinking in college or something. Like, that's crazy. That's insane. It's just weird getting older and then just realizing like, wow, where did all this time go? Where did 27 years go? Right. But anyways, okay. So it's been cool watching the Mariners, the squad got into the playoffs first time in 21 years. And it's been even cooler seeing, the city and everybody gather around and support. We all heard of the Seattle Freeze, right? Like, people in Seattle are like, oh, hey, but then they're just kind of like, they'll be like kind to your face, but then it's just like, whatever, that person, I probably won't ever talk to them again, so they don't really care or whatever, right? But like around the sports, everybody's like, when some crazy shit like this is happening, right? The Mariners, like 50,000 people are in this stadium now, and everybody's like, you're a Mariners fan, I'm a Mariners fan, you're from Seattle, I'm from Seattle, we connect, we connect on that level. So everybody's like, there's just this sense of camaraderie, like the Seattle area, right? But dude, game 3, crazy. Game 3 yesterday. So game 3 of the first round of the actual playoffs, right? I was watching the game, playing against the Astros. They're here in Seattle. It was super smoky outside and hazy like it's been for the last couple of weeks because there's still some wildfires going on up here. And I was like, okay, so 0-0, right? And we're in the 9th inning. And this is the chance. It's the Mariners are up to bat, so it's the bottom of the 9th inning, and so if they score here, it's like it's game over. But so I was like, oh, dude, this is the perfect time. I'm gonna take some notes so that I can recount this crazy, phenomenal ending. Like I was like, okay, Mariners, you just gotta like freaking score 1 run, dude. That's it. It's been 3 hours or whatever, right? And you're playing out here. I was like, I'm going to just take some notes and do like a little play-by-play. This will be something cool, right? For tomorrow, for me to now talk about right now. And took some notes, and I probably won't read all of these because if you followed the game at all, you'll know that it went to 18 innings. So this is an extra 9, like it was 2 games essentially. But I was expecting like, okay, maybe the bottom of the 9th, 10th, 11th inning, I'll take some play-by-play notes and it'll be cool so that people that didn't tune into the game or watch the game would be able to, maybe take a little bit of the understand like, holy shit, like this was an intense ending, right? So, but took some notes, and let me just get through a couple of these here and we'll see. So, because I haven't looked at these since I was taking them, and I'll probably just fumble through this a little bit, but I think it'll be a little bit fun. It'll be kind of fun. Let me get a little sip though right here. So, all right, here we are. Mariners, Astros. Now, mind you, this is game 3 so in this round of the series, of the playoffs, this series, it's the first team to get best of 5, right? So first team to get 3 wins, right, in this series. And the Astros, if you haven't been following it all, were up 2 wins to 0 in 2 actually pretty like heartbreaking losses for the Mariners, because the Mariners were up in both of those games for like a substantial amount of time, and then just ended up, one thing leads to another. And that's sports. Is like, you don't really fucking know ever until like, And we've learned that if you're a Cougar fan, if you're a WSU Coug fan, you've learned that over way too long. All the years of Cougar football specifically. Like games like USC, I think a couple of years ago, the Cougs were up by like 40 points. Everybody's like, solid, this is done. Like I wasn't in Pullman at that time, and so I turned off the game because it was like a 10:30 p.m. and I was like, there's no way that the Cougs are gonna be, it's like the fourth quarter. There's no way they're gonna lose. They're up by like 20 points, 30 points, and then whoever the other team, I think it was USC, that the Cougs were playing, came back and won that game. I remember waking up and just like being depressed the next morning. But anyways, that's beside the point. Here we are, Mariners. This is the game. If the Mariners win, their playoff hopes, their World Series hopes stay alive. If they lose, then the Astros win the first 3 games, sweep the Mariners, and that's it. That's it for the Mariners for this season. All right. So here we are, bottom of the 9th. I'm getting sweaty just thinking about it. God damn. Bottom of the 9th. Runners on first and second. Cal Raleigh, a.k.a. Big Dumper, dude. You might have heard that nickname. He's on second base in scoring position. We got Mitch Haniger on first after getting hit by pitch. Bounced off his hand. Bottom of the 9th. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carlos Santana. Patient guy, patient hitter. I don't know. I just heard the commentator say that yesterday. Patient hitter. Pulls a ball, foul. Pulls 2 foul balls. No, pulls 3 foul balls. And another. Dude, that's 4 foul balls. The pitcher throws 2 more balls. Now, this has been 9 pitches. So the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Whew. Santana strikes out. Damn, dude, strikes out. But that's a pretty good at bat. Not as good as it would have been if he would have hit it and then, one of the Mariners players would have scored. But let me tell you, as a pitcher, this is a damn nerve-wracking, annoying, frustrating situation. Because you're like, all right, he's connecting a little bit on these because he's fouling them off. It's a matter of, an inch. And that ball's flying off the bat. So you start getting in your own head. And you're like, dude, God, I have 2 strikes on this guy. I just need to get 1 more in there. And he's done. He's out. And then my team can come up to bat, and then we're, hopefully we score. But in classic Mariner fashion, the runners are left hanging out on base. Pitcher kept his composure. Way to go. So Mariners are out on the field. It's the top of the 10th. All right. Big defense, starting with another young blood, dude. 24-year-old Canadian Matt Brash. 3 Astros batters up. 3 of them down. Too easy, dude. Too easy for the young fella, Mr. Brash. Now the Mariners are up to bat once more. All right, we got Jared Double R Kelenic at bat. Get this. He's 23 years old. Dude, what? Like everybody's just babies. Everybody was born in 97 plus, I swear. So 23-year-old strikes out. Okay. 1 out is the bottom of the 10th. JP Morgan's up. Watches strike 1 go by. Swings on the second. Foul ball. All right. And so here's the thing. Any of these dudes, anybody, if you swing, these guys are swinging for the fences, dude. Because they're like, all right, I could be the guy that hits this over the fence and then that's game. Our team wins. We're up. We're steady. So everybody's, swinging, missing, dude. Strike 2, strike 3. JP Morgan up to bat, and he's out. That's out number 2 for the inning, for the bottom of the 10th. 2 outs, nobody on base. Julio Rodriguez. Freaking guy, dude. This guy's gigantic. So he's got the power. We know he's got the power. He's the young prodigy. He's the the next freaking best, King Felix, dude. He's up there. I hope, in for future seasons. We'll see. But this season, killed it. Now, Julio Rodriguez flies out into right field. Fly ball is caught. That's out number 3. By this time, dude, this is intense. I wrote in here, dude, this is intense. So the Mariners defense, we back on the field now, and we got to hold out, dude. Come on. Paul Sewald is on the mound. Our boy Paul, seen some more seasons, okay? He's 32. He's 32 years old, 32 years on this earth, and yeah, we're in extra innings. But so what, dude? Paul stays cool with it, dude. 18 pitches, 3 batters up, 3 batters down. That is a fucking inning, dude, as a pitcher, especially in the MLB. Come on, man. So yeah, nobody on base. Now is the bottom of the 11th, dude. The Mariners are up to bat. Why can nobody hit the ball, dude? I swear, by this point, I was like, yo, what is happening here? Why are what? But the pitching, though, the pitching was intense this game. Like, this is hats off to all the pitchers that were involved because they were pitching their asses off, dude. So here we are. Now it's the 12th inning, right? Paul Sewald back on the mound. Because all of the Mariners struck out. There was, 3 up, 3 down, same thing. 12th inning, Paul Sewald back on the mound. Only 3 games at this point. I had to Google this. I looked it up. Only 3 games in the history of the MLB have ever been scoreless after the 11th inning. 2 had been in this last week in the playoffs. Now, so the tension is high, dude. Our boy Paul freaking drills a batter. God. Okay, wasn't liking how close the batter was getting to the plate. I guess, I don't know. Astros got a runner on base here now, all right? 0 outs, so we're stressing a little bit. But that's all right because Paul, our boy, he redeems himself, all right? Gave us a little scare, pegging that dude, but strikes out a couple, so now we're at 2 outs, all right? We got 1 Astro man on base. Paul Stanton Sewald, you bad man, dude. Strikes out a 3rd man, and the M's are clear, dude. We're in the clear. We're back to bat. We're back up at bat yet again. Now is the bottom of the 12th. And here it's like, bro, what? Henry's on the edge of his seat. I'm on the edge of my seat. Zoe doesn't even like sports. She's watching the game. It's crazy. It's crazy. Because now it's 3 extra innings. And I'm like, by now I was hoping that these notes, my laptop's about to die. Like, I was hoping that was going to be it. But Mitch Haniger, up to bat, goes down looking. Come on, dude. It's a tough pill to swallow as a batter, too. It sucks. When you're up there, the game's on the line, everybody's watching you. There's 50,000 fans in the stadium. There's, I played baseball and it was just like our parents and like friends watching. So I can't even imagine the stress of just like, and that was stressful, right? Having just like your parents watching or like your crush was like out on the bleachers watching you guys. And like now this is 50,000 people, but you know what? Whatever. You're getting paid to do this. This is your job. This is your gig. And you've worked hard your entire life to get here. But it's still a tough pill to swallow when you go down looking, dude. So he's the first out of the inning. Carlos Santana is now up to bat, batting lefty, fouls the first pitch. Watches another ball go by. The count is now 1-1. He fouls the second. Watches the second ball. 2 more balls go by. Now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, dude. Rookie pitcher on the mound, too, for Houston. Hunter Brown. Carlos Santana, left-handed, pulls trigger on the full count pitch, and he bounces it into right field. And the M's got a man on base. Here we go. Carlos Santana, you bad man. Now we got Matt Frazier up to bat. All right. And he just freaking on the first pitch hits it to the second baseman, and the Astros get a double play. Turns the game into the 13th inning. Yikes, dude. Yikes. My hands are getting sweaty right now. We had another. This is getting too intense even for the recording software right now, dude, because we'll get through this. Okay, so this shit goes on, right? So Frazier hits the second baseman, double play, 13th inning. And then we got a new pitcher on the mound for the Mariners. And strikes out the first batter. Alvarez, Alex Bregman, up to bat for the Astros. Flies out to Kelenic in left field. Kelenic was like, he was running, he was flying, he was jumping, he was fucking diving after balls. It was crazy. Imagine too, this is 5 hours into the game. How tired everybody's got to be. Like fans are like everybody's just been standing for 5 hours. I swear, it's crazy, and you can hear the crowd through the TV, through the speakers, and I'm sure it was just so hype, dude. Kelenic is up to bat, and okay, so I must have skipped a couple things here. Okay, whatever. This goes on and on, right, for a couple more innings. Let me just go down. I'm gonna scroll until, let's see, our boy Matt Festa is on the mound, right? And this is now, what inning am I in? So we were in the 13th. This is the 14th. Let's go down and just go into like the 15th. All right, so we're in the top of the 15th inning, right? Because this shit just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And top of the 15th, Vasquez up to bat for Houston. Pops out on the first pitch from Festa. Matt Festa, this dude was just fucking throwing the heat, dude. Festa pitched number 2 of the 15th inning, and Jose Altuve hits a deep center crack, dude. Like, that was scary because I thought that was going over for sure, but the catch is too easy for Julio Rodriguez, all right? Now, that's out number 2, and we got Pena up to bat for the Astros. Festa, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Festa, dude, we got to start calling this fella BDF. Man, if you know, you know. Because, dude, he was on one like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He was just striking dudes out left and right, or they were popping up or grounding out. Like, his pitching was on point. Next we got Adam Frazier up to bat. All right, so now we're in the bottom of the 15th inning. Adam Frazier up to bat. Garcia on the mound for the Astros. First pitch, ball. Before a solid swing, foul ball. Then a foul tip. So now the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Frazier strikes out again, dude. Come on. Again, all the pitching, though. The pitching was on point. On both teams, both sides. Did an awesome job pitching. Now, we got Jarred Kelenic up to bat. Come on, my guy. Watch a strike 1 go by. All right, that's all right. We pros, that's all right. There's 1 strike, we ain't stressing. Watch a strike 2 go by. Okay, that's all right. 0 balls, 2 strikes. And he swings on the third, and he misses on the third. That's 2 quick outs, dude. 2 quick outs. Now, J.P. Crawford up to bat. Swings big on the first pitch, dude. Big whiffer, though, man. Watches the second pitch go by. Count is 1-1. Now he nearly swings on the next pitch, but it's ball 2. Good. Way to hold back. Way to hold back on that, JP. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Crawford swings, connects, but he grounds out to first base. God damn, dude. So now this is the first postseason game to go 16. That's 16 scoreless innings. Insane. Matthew Boyd, Seattle native, on the mound. The Mariners are back on defense, and now it's the top of the 17th. Yordan Alvarez up to bat for the Astros. First pitch, first swing, pops the ball up, and that's 4M's jerseys running to it before Kelenic calls his teammates off, and he makes that catch. That's 1 out. Pitcher's game, man. Pitcher's game. Bregman up to bat for the Astros and rips one into left field. Gets on first base. Whoo! All right, now we got Boyd versus Kyle Tucker at the plate. First pitch is a ball. The count moves to 2 balls, 1 strike. At this point, there are 430 pitches in the game. 431 after Tucker fouls the pitch. And now the count is 3 balls, 1 strike. Boyd's pulled off the mound after walking Tucker. Now we got a runner on first and second. Gurriel is up to bat for the Astros. Runners on first and second. This is scary because that's a runner in scoring position, dude. Penn Murphy gets brought up to the mound for the Seattle Mariners. Dude. Now at this point, they were showing how many pitchers were still left in the bullpen. And at this point, there was only 1 pitcher left in the bullpen for Seattle. The first pitch is ripped, dude, into right center. And this is the hopes. This is everything's going down the drain. You can see it. You just hear the crack of the bat and you're like, God damn, this is it. Right center, but the boy Julio Rodriguez flying, dude. He covered probably, I don't know, I'd say like, 30 yards to get under it and slides for the catch. The runners were on first and second. The runner that was on second tags up and he runs to third. So now we got runners on first and third as Murphy pitches and Alvarez pops out, sending the Mariners back to the dugout. Julio Rodriguez up to bat. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Yo, I realize now, like, this is taking forever. And I typed this right here. I realize this is taking forever, but this is a true nail biter. God damn, dude. Whew. That was a lot. That was a lot. Garcia on the mound for Houston. It's the 16th inning. Is it the 16th inning? Yeah, bottom of the 16th inning. First pitch, ball one. Second pitch, a big swing, dude. Swing and a miss by Rodriguez before a pop out just behind the third baseman. Now Ty France, first baseman, up to bat. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one. Strike two comes on another big swing and a miss. Everybody's swinging for the fences, dude, because they're like, I'm sure they're like, dude, I just got to get this over the fence and then it's game over. I'm the hero and we're done. But you can't think like that, dude. You just got to get on base, get somebody in running in scoring position and get them in. Easier said than done, though, because you're up there and you're like, I'm going to be that man, you know, I'm going to be that man that pulls this, you know, and gets our team to the next game. Remember, this is everything on the line for the Mariners, dude. And if I'm an Astros player or fan, like, I really ain't tripping. Like, yeah, it'd be cool to sweep the Mariners and be done with it. But even if you lose, you're like, dude, we still got more time, right? But you can't think like that, you know, whatever. Anyways, Ty France, he's out number 2 with another big swing and a miss, dude. 3 swings, 3 misses. Get that boy back in the dugout. This brings up Dylan Moore. Watches ball 1 go by. Watches ball 2 go by. Everyone in the stadium, dude's on their feet. They pan out to everybody in the stadium. All eyes on Dylan. Oh, man. Next 3 pitches, 3 swings, 3 misses. God damn, dude. Now we're in the 17th inning. This literally, it's nighttime. It's dark out. At one point in the game, like, the outfielders had to block the sun, dude, with their gloves to see the ball because it was so high. The sun was so high in the sky, but it's dark. The lights are now on because it's literally dark outside. Murphy's on the mound. So this is like his second or third inning that he's been out there, which is kind of nuts. And so Murphy on the mound, McCormick up to bat, and pops out to center field after 2 pitches. Christian Vasquez up to bat and watches strike 1 go by. Murphy fires pitch 2 and it's in. It's fouled, making the count 0 balls, 2 strikes before a high ball, making the count 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a strikeout for young Murphy. Vasquez caught looking. So that's 2 outs. That's 2 outs. No runners on base. Altuve is the batter that's up for the Astros, and he has not done shit this whole game with the stick. He has not done anything. We're getting through these system overloads, and we're almost there, I promise, all right? All right? If you're still sticking through this, dude, I mean, like, this is crazy, right? It's nuts. So this is history. But yeah, so Altuve, not done shit all game. Pops up, pops out, left field, first pitch. I don't think I had sat in front of the TV for this long since, like, binging the first 8 episodes of Game of Thrones when I first got into it or something. Because, like, this is game time started at 1 o'clock or like 1:07, and it's like 6:30, 7 p.m. now. And we're heading into the 17th, 18th inning? Like, yo. Whew. But, okay, so now we are, Mariners are back up to bat. Mariners are up to bat, and I forgot even what inning we're in now. So somewhere around there, 17th or something. But Mariners up to bat. Big dumper. Best player nickname, I think, in MLB history. I'm going to just put that down as fact. Watches ball 1 go by. Swings, misses on the second. Count is 1-1. Another swing. A foul tip. Count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 4th pitch for big dump. out of the strike zone, and the count is 2-2. Unfortunately, watches the fifth pitch go by, taking his big dumper back to the bench. So, now we got one man down. Mitch Haniger holds back on the first pitch, takes ball one. Watches pitch number 2 go by. Now the count is 1-1. Fouls the next pitch. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Haniger pops up, pops out. The first fucking baseman. Come on, dude. Santana, Carlos Santana. Let's go. Up to bat. 2 outs, nobody on base. Santana's up to bat. Dude, he's got the power like anybody, man. He could crank this and it's OV. But he watches the first pitch bounce off the plate. That's a dirty ball. We don't want that one. Get that one out of here. Ball 1. Rips a little line drive to right center. And here we are, baby. Here we are. Here we go. We got 1 runner on base. Adam Frazier, he struck out a couple times in these extra innings, so I don't got too much faith in the boy right now. But let's see. He's up to bat. Wild first pitch, hits the dirt, and Santana is off to the races, dude. Not gonna lie, kind of waddles like a duck. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. But he gets the second. He slides. He gets under the glove, and pinch runner Taylor Trammell is now in on second base. Substitutes for Santana because we can't have his duck waddling, trying to score right now. We need somebody with speed, and Taylor Trammell, double T, that's the man for the job. So he's on second base now. Garcia's getting a little shaky, Frazier watches ball 2 go by. Whew. Lucky day for Garcia, because Frazier pops one up and it's caught. I'm seriously, at this point, I'm seriously thinking of turning this TV off, dude, because this is just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We're in the top of the 18th inning now. Murphy's still on the mound. First 2 pitches, balls to the batter Pena. Strike 1 comes on a third pitch. Now the count is 3 balls, 1 strike after a pitch is outside. Full count now after Pena fouls the 5th pitch, and sheesh, dude. This is stressful. This is high level. This is like the highest level MLB play right here. Pitchers and batters, Mind games at this point, because you're like, okay, what the hell? Something's got to give, It's 18 innings. It's 7 hours. Jeremy Pena, blast one, dude. Fucking blast one. He saw this pitch coming in, man. Fucking blast it. Over the center field, over Julio Rodriguez's head, man, over the fence. Holy shit! And that's the Astros. I think rookie. I think he's a rookie as well. Young guy on the Astros. 1 run for the Astros, dude. Holy shit! First pitch, next batter, ripped into left field. Kelenic with the diving catch, dude. Out number 1 of the 18th inning. Now the Astros are up 1-0. Alex Bregman up to bat. The Mariners shift. Bregman comes up with a base hit. Murphy, my guy, gave up the only run of the game this far. But, he did well. But alas, he's getting pulled. He gets pulled. Robbie Ray's from the pen up to the mound. Now, that's the last pitcher we had in the bullpen. Now it's an empty bullpen, man. 1 out. Runners on first. Kyle Tucker's up to bat. Lefty versus lefty. My laptop might die. Again. Laptop might die. Strike 1. Followed by 2 balls and a pitch 4. It's a big swing. Big miss by Tucker. Now the count is 2-2. R-O-B-B-I-E. Robbie Ray. Strikeout number 1 for him. That gets us to 2 outs. Gurriel is up to bat for the Astros. Watches ball 1 go by. Questionable call for pitch 2, but we'll take it because now the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner still on first. Gurriel, not gonna lie, I thought I was about to throw my laptop at the TV because this looked like he was going yard, but easy catch for a right field Haniger. Reels it in. Whew. Arby's got the meats, dude. Commercials? Come on. I can't sit through these commercials. This right here, I'm stressing out. It's the bottom of the 18th inning. Kellenick's up, leading off this at bat. Mariners got to score, dude. Pulls the first pitch foul. 0 balls, 1 strike. This is it, dude. Mariners need a run right here. They're donezo. That's the season. Kelenic pulls the second pitch foul. Garcia's third pitch gets a little dirty. It's down in the dirt. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kelenic pulls the fourth pitch and it stays inbound, but it's caught. Out number 1, he's caught. Damn. So 1 out. Nobody on base. JP up to bat. Watches strike 1 go by before pulling trig and grounding out. Yikes, dude. So we can just feel it. We can see it. The season's slipping away, slipping through the fingers like some sand, dude. Going up in smoke, like the haze that's out in the Seattle horizon. Actually, no, it's dark by this point, but you can still see the smoke out there under the lights. Julio. Dude, the crowd's dead silent. Actually, it wasn't really that loud right now because everybody's kind of like, fuck, But 2 outs. Nobody on base. If anybody wants this at bat, if we had anybody that were like, we want this guy to be batting right now, it's probably this young man too. Because we don't know. He's got that it factor, Watch a strike 1 go by. Big swing and a huge miss, dude, for pitch number 2. 0 balls, 2 strikes. Third pitch comes in and he fucking rips it, dude. Rips it to center field. And it's caught. And god dang, dude. So upset right now. Right now and at that point too. I was so mad. I was like, no, dude. I just sat through 7 hours of this. I'm sure everybody else felt the way. But hey, we know the result now. 3 up, 3 down. That's the name of the game, dude. Hats off to all the Mariners players and everybody that's been involved in their season, though, because, they broke that drought, 21 years. That's nuts. 21 years. And this young squad, there's a lot of young players with a lot of promise for future seasons. So really, this is just a beginning, right? Hey, we made it here. Several rookies helping us get here. So why not us? Why not us next season? Against the Astros, too, which they stuck in that, the first 3, the whole series. Every game, it was oh, yeah, Mariners could have won that one. It wasn't like it was 10-0 and fucking, they were just completely blown out. It was there was a very legitimate chance for the Mariners to pull a couple dubs out, but they just didn't happen. And that happens. It's the name of the game. It could have easily gone the other way, and that's that. But shout out to everybody that was out there supporting the 47,000 plus people standing in those bleachers, and people stayed in there from what I could tell on the camera, on the TV. People were staying in there till the very end. It wasn't like other sporting events or games where, people start trickling out, people start leaving early. Everybody was there, we were oh, we're about to witness history. And we still did witness history this whole season. And we've witnessed history with this series. So, whatever. It's cool. It's a fun season to watch, especially towards the end. But hey, let's move on. That was a lot. If you're still here, thank you for sticking through, dude. That was fun. It's October, so that means what else? The winter season is approaching. We know what that means. You get to hear me be annoying about how awesome going outside in the freezing cold and sliding down mountains on this little wooden board. You know how fun that is. If you've ever thought about getting into winter sports, but you haven't quite pulled that trigger, why not now? Dude, test it out. Rent for a day or 2. See if it piques your interest. Those that like new challenges. Keyword here, challenge. It's not gonna be easy. It looks easy. It looks much easier than it is. When you see people that are like doing jumps and shit, get all that out of your mind. Just go out there, try to enjoy it. Enjoy just the beauty of winter, of the wilderness, especially up here in the Pacific Northwest. If you like adventure, trying new things, this winter season, snow sports might be right up your alley. But yeah, so what else, dude? Right now it's still October. There's a cool crisp in the air. So we got the GDO playlist. Let's get into that. Let's wrap this up, dude. The GDO playlist. We're going to be doing a Halloween mix, dude. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, dude. You know that, because it's a thriller. Ooh, I just spooked myself with that intro. Not going to lie. I remember the first time I saw that music video for Michael Jackson's Thriller, I was hella scared. I ain't even gonna lie, I was like 12 years old too. I had nightmares about the makeup that they had in that. Dude, I ain't ashamed. I think because the first time I watched it, it was like nighttime and it was like on MTV or something. And it was like, I was by myself, maybe home alone. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna die right now. This could happen. But yeah, so we'll be doing some spooky songs, dude. Some Thriller mix, dude. Some Halloween mix that you can put on at the Halloween party. Some Michael Myers, like ding, 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 ding. Some remixes, probably a bunch of movie and TV show songs and intros, like the American Horror Story intro. That's a good one. That's a good spooky one. Probably do like. I think I've heard a remix of the Stranger Things intro song, which is really cool. If you're not too into the suspense or getting spooked, maybe don't tune into this GDO playlist, but share it with a friend. More to come on that playlist. The links will be in the description of the podcast. If you're still sticking around, I know this is a little bit longer one. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. I need to drink some water. I'm getting sweaty. Thanks for going on that ride with me through the emotional Mariners loss. But hey, keep on keeping on. Hope everybody's, getting ready for the holiday season with friends, family, loved ones. This is the time to really sit down and evaluate. People like to, at least personally, I don't know, around the holiday season, I'm always like, damn, I should do this a little bit more or be more thoughtful or be more, reach out to family and friends more. But yeah, happy Halloween, happy spooky season to all y'all spooky fans out there. Los Spookies. But I'ma just sign off right here. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time. Mwah.